Minutes to go at the Frisco Bowl.
From the gridiron to the airwaves, it's time for the Martin Houston Show with Martin, Xavier, and Simeon. Martin is a national championship fullback from the 1992 Alabama Crimson Tide. Known for his bruising runs and devastating blocks, now he's bulldozing through sports talk with that same championship intensity. Joining him is his son, Xavier, a savant of football knowledge and statistical insight. He's your go-to source for the latest recruiting news and insider updates from across the Bama Nation. And Simeon, the thinker and contemplator, bringing you insight and knowledge that is logical, thoughtful, and on point. Together, they deliver fair and balanced analysis from an insider's perspective with real conversations where the callers, the listeners, and the online maniacs get in on the action by sharing their thoughts, their comment, and their reaction. Join our online maniacs at facebook.com/The Martin Houston Show. You're listening to Tide 100.9 and 1230 WTBC. It's time for kickoff. So buckle up and get ready, because this is the sound of Bama sports. The Martin Houston Show with Martin, Xavier, and Simeon is live. Roll, Tide, roll!
Good morning. Roll Tide, roll. It is a free-for-all Friday powered by the good folks over at TJ's Pharmacy and Wellness. TJ's Pharmacy and Wellness, taking care of all of your pharmacy needs. Go check them out. That's TJ's Pharmacy and Wellness, tjpharmacy.com. Man, they will take care of all of you. You need that local touch when it comes to your prescriptions and your pharmaceutical needs. Be careful when you do that online, because they don't know you. And they know you. They'll know you. They'll know exactly what you need. And they can also reduce or modify your dosage. That's TJ's Pharmacy and Wellness presenting a free-for-all Friday. And as always, we're powered by Box Eye Care, boxeyecare.com. Remember that this is the day that the Lord has made, so let's rejoice and be glad in it. Take some time to notice someone, love someone, serve someone, be the difference you want to see in the world today. All right, guys. Well, the college football world, it took them a while. It took them 20 years, 20 plus years, but they finally got the SEC out of the way. It started before Saban. Saban magnified it. The SEC is now at least the second best conference, not the most talented. Because when you watch the NFL draft, I guarantee you the SEC still puts the most dudes in the league. So does the SEC have a coaching problem?
Absolutely.
Does the SEC have a coaching problem? As we prepare to watch the final game of the second game of the semifinals, Oregon and Indiana, will it be talent versus coaching? Two Saban disciples going against each other. Two Saban disciples last night going against each other. Probably fairly matched teams from a roster standpoint, thanks to the portal. Good coaching overall. Good decision-making overall. Probably the best game of the playoffs and possibly college football this year. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about that. I got to show y'all. I got to show you all. I still that play I talked about yesterday. I don't know the coaching scheme. I don't know the blocking scheme, but I know football, and you have to be able to adjust to stuff when you see it. And I'm going to show you this one play, and I want you to just look at it. And guys, when you all see it, I want you to tell me what you would do if you were the quarterback when you come up and see this. That's number one. Then I'm going to ask you, if you stay with the play you have called, how would you adjust the blocking? So we'll talk about all of that right on the Martin Houston Show with Martin, Xavier. Oh, man. I'll toss it to you guys. Where y'all want to go?
We can recap the game really quick. Well, this is the first time I've sat down and watched Trinidad Chambers for real. That is equal talent. That joke bad. His arm talent, because a lot of his
balls pretty
to the sideline.
All his balls are pretty,
and they were zipped. And I was like, that guy.
I saw somebody say that's why he doesn't need to even attempt to enter the draft because he doesn't have an arm. And I said, have we watched the same guy throw the football?
Who is he looking at that has a better arm in the playoffs?
I don't know.
Hey, listen, y'all saw what I asked y'all last night. He is asking for another year. I'm like, why is he not declaring for the draft? I mean, even Herb Street's like, when Miami went ahead, Herb Street said, this dude just got it. He said, they scored too quick. He's going to take them down and score. He is made for big moments. He is a big-time quarterback for big moments. And he took them down the field. And, guys, the crazy part, did you all see the sideline reaction by Mario Cristobal when the coach hugged him?
Yeah, he said, get off me.
Did you see it, Xavier? With 18 seconds. Let this sink in. What coach recognizes a quarterback's talent so much so that he goes off on a team? The team needs 18 seconds, and that coach Mario Cristobal was legit worried about what? Them scoring. And and truthfully, if that had another 5 seconds where they could have ran one more play,
they would have field goal.
No, field goal wouldn't have won it. They were down by 4.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'm saying is they would have got another 15 yards.
Yeah.
And then been able to throw from the 20.
Yeah. That last play was so bad.
I think the refs inserted themselves too much at the end of
down
the
stretch.
They did.
Yeah. It was bad. I think I don't what you call it got personal fouls, but they were after first downs. It didn't extend Ole Miss's drives. That actually ended up helping Miami because Ole Miss was driving, and each one of those personal foul penalties came after they got a first down or on 1st and 5, right? It wasn't like they needed it, and that ended up giving Miami 3 minutes to score versus probably it would have been
didn't even think about that.
Huh?
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And then they extended Miami's drives. But the only question I have, guys, did Pete Golden make a mistake in taking the ball first on his first drive, and did he make a mistake not going after the veteran senior quarterback and letting him sit back there and play against the zone?
The getting the ball to start the game, that is what it is at the end of the day. You know, in my opinion, because I don't know how really important it is to let your defense get on the field first, offense, just depending on your philosophy. But
let me say it this way. It gave Miami their first 3 points because they got a short field.
Then maybe
There's a reason. There's a reason. If you want to talk about statistics, there's a reason teams do. Nobody does it better than Bill Belichick used to. How many times did Alabama this year double people up?
Yeah.
I have the opportunity to double people up. We didn't always use that second half. But there's a reason that people do that.
But you brought pressure all night. You made Carson Beck uncomfortable all night to turn around and sit back in the zone consistently. Like, you didn't switch it up when they started moving the ball, which is something I thought they would have done. Like, I maybe get, okay, you start off in zone, kind of get a feel for what they're trying to do, and then you start but you set back in zone and got them into third and long situations multiple times and never brought pressure.
Do you think, Simeon, that was because they were gassed? They played 90 plays. Let that sink in. They had about 20 minutes longer, Miami did, in 90 plays and barely beat Ole Miss. They ran 90 offensive plays and had about 20 minutes longer.
I mean, they weren't fresh. I'll tell you that after playing that many plays. But man, as a coaching staff, give me one more drive. And I feel like that's what you work your entire career as a student athlete, to just give yourself one more drive. So I think it was just they didn't want to get beat for a deep ball. And if Beck missed a lot of deep balls that were open when they did bring pressure. And so maybe they didn't want
it. Here's the point I would make. You had 2 timeouts, and you tell the guys, you go hard, and we're going to use our defensive timeouts to rest you. At least on third downs. And then we'll use the timeout. Because you can't be saving the timeouts when you know they're trying to run the clock out.
Right.
I mean, you can't save those. And it did end up helping them a little bit technically at the end. But I just think you have to go after it. P. Fields said, I didn't realize Beck was in his 7th year. I think they're wrong with that.
He's in his 6th.
I think he was a 5th-year guy at Georgia, and then he got this year. Don't always listen to those guys. They don't.
And can we also be honest about
talking?
And can we be honest about this? Thank goodness, for the most part, this is the end of a lot of these 6th-year, 7th-year guys that got an extra year because of COVID. That's another thing. You've got these 23, 24, 25-year-olds still playing college football. And I think that'll change. College football getting younger again is also a good thing.
Yeah, I think unfortunately the NCAA is so weak-kneed. They're afraid they're going to get sued about everything, so they'll approve everything. I don't think you're going to see teams as a whole be able to have, instead of 5 stars, you got 6 stars, meaning guys in their 6th and 7th year. That's just crazy. This guy, let it sink in. Miami's quarterback was a projected top 2 or 3 pick last year when he started the season at Georgia. He was a top 1, 2, or 3 pick, and then he gets another year of college football. and makes more than there were 6 starters in the NFL that didn't make as much as the kid from Washington is going to make. Did y'all know that? And so Beck was $4 million and some change. And I'm
Texas
sure
Tech's quarterback. Texas Tech's quarterback, Brendan Sorby, 1-year deal is almost as much as Jalen Milroe's entire rookie contract.
So crazy. But they got what they wanted, man. They wanted the SEC to not be, and they didn't want the SEC to be relevant. And that was the first thing Herb Street said. The SEC is shut out again. He tried to act like he's not a Big Ten guy, but he couldn't wait to say that. And I think that's what they were going for with all of these changes. The problem is they ruined the game unless you're a fan of the underlings. And let's be real, guys. The rest of college football loves the chaos and the horrible condition of football. No one – remember the NFL, every year you have to almost rebuild your team?
Yeah,
that's where we're at in college football. We're right now. There is once again, and this is not new, but because it's all happening in one cycle, there is enough already, and the portal's still open. There's enough players in the portal to field enough FBS players. There's more than 3,000 players in the portal, but there's over 3,000 players, enough to field more than 35 full 85 scholarship rosters. 35 teams with 85 scholarship rosters. That's how many players are currently in the portal and counting. It's crazy. You can't have that type of shake up and have any type of consistency in a sport. I know Signetti's had it for 2 years. I'm going to go to break on this. Watch out for Penn State. Have y'all seen what happened at Penn State?
Everybody at Iowa State is at Penn State now?
I think he has like 20 guys from
24.
Iowa State.
He's got 24 overall. 19 of them came from Iowa State. And also, don't be surprised if Virginia Tech makes noise, because all those guys from Penn State that left went to Virginia Tech. Don't know about the overall talent level, but watch out for Oklahoma State to potentially make some noise. Look what North Texas coach did. He brought all his guys. I hate to say it, Auburn's trying to do the same thing.
And who knows if they can mix in some other guys, they all may be ready to play. And I'm telling you, I want a question on this Free for All Friday, guys. How y'all feeling about what's happening in Tuscaloosa? We'll be back on the other side.
Tide 100.9 traffic.
Tuscaloosa traffic now from the Townsend Nissan Traffic Center, TGIF. We're getting off to a nice and quiet start, as we typically do. So taking a look at Skyline Boulevard, you're all good to go from 2059 to 35969. And then we also travel nice and smoothly on McFarland. No problems to report in between the stretch of Watermelon and 43. You're all good to go there as well. With your Tuscaloosa traffic now, Tammy Thomas.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
What does it mean to advertise and do your marketing with Town Square Media Tuscaloosa? Melissa started her business in 2014. What would you say to someone considering Town Square Media Tuscaloosa?
My experience with Town Square Media has been awesome, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone. I think that this is the first time in my marketing experience that I've been able to see my return on investment. I would definitely say in the past that has not been the case. In this, I like knowing that that's 100%. A lot of the marketing we've done has been radio. You guys have so much more to offer than that, whether it's, websites, from targeted marketing to radio. You are kind of a one-stop shop, and it makes doing marketing so much easier. So I would definitely recommend it.
For more info on marketing with Town Square Media Tuscaloosa, call 205-345-7200 or click on Advertise with Us on our website.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, I'm Martin Houston, and I want to tell you about exciting news happening at Box Eye Care. They moved to their new location, bringing you a brand new lab, stylish new frames, and a fresh look just for you. Enjoy their expanded frame inventory, competitive prices, and faster service, all with the same great level of service you've come to know and trust. Discover this full-service eye care at Box Eye Care's new location. With their in-house lab, they offer unbeatable value and one of the largest frame collections in town. Schedule your eye exam today and walk out with new glasses in less than an hour in most cases. Visit boxeyecare.com. That's boxeyecare.com or call 205-342-0660. That's 205-342-0660. Visit them at 5003 Oscar Baxter Drive. That's Box Eye Care. Your vision, our priority.
Tide 100.9 Tuscaloosa weather.
Cloudy with periods of rain and a few strong thunderstorms today and tonight. The rain can be heavy at times. A flash flood watch is in effect. The high today 68, the low tonight 60. Tomorrow rain ending during the morning. Temperatures falling into the 50s. I'm James Spann with the Alabama Weather Network on Tide 100.9. It's 67 degrees in Tuscaloosa.
Keep it locked into Tide 100.9 for more of the Martin Houston Show with Martin Houston and X's and O's Sports, Xavier Houston.
All righty, welcome back into the Martin Houston Show with Martin, Xavier, and Simeon. It's a free-for-all Friday powered by TJ's Pharmacy and Wellness, and as always, we're powered by Box Eye Care. We're also powered by the good folks over at Dixie Battery Supply. Dixie Battery Supply, they buy junk batteries. They're locally owned and operated, and they will help you never feel powerless again. That's Dixie Battery Supply. DixieBatterySupply.com. Or check them out. Tell them Martin Houston told you to stop by. All right, guys. We got a couple guys on the phone lines we're going to get to here in just a second. But just a couple quick questions. I asked you guys, how are you feeling about things in T-Town? In Q Dixon said, I'm not feeling good at the moment about Bama, but the portal is still open. I'm praying there will be coaching changes. And Jacob Powell said, what's happening in the Big T is the new college football guys. Guys will always look for more money. Not many come to play for the Crimson because of their love for Bama. Your thoughts there?
I mean, I'm optimistic about what's happening at Alabama. If Alabama gets guys to campus, and a lot of the guys that they've recruited and brought in, if they're able to get them to commit, then I'll feel a lot better. But it's hard to recruit these guys when some of these big money schools are offering them $2-3 million just to come play. And that's not something I think Alabama is wanting to do in this cycle. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say they weren't prepared for it, but it doesn't feel like it was something that they were looking to have to do and to spend that much money. And so I think that's what's going to happen is some of those guys that you want to get probably aren't going to get because they're getting offered millions of dollars to go to LSU or Texas Tech or anywhere else.
Everybody that's been on campus is committed so far, or been crystal ball to Alabama. Alabama hasn't had a ton of guys come visit so far, but when you look at the Hollywood Smothers, the Caleb Woodsons, the Caden Strayhorns, those guys have been on campus and they've committed. Devin Tompkins committed once getting on campus. We got some big names that are still supposed to come. You got Jimothy Lewis, who has been on campus and been crystal ball. So it seems like the guys that we get here are committing. Peak from North Carolina State was supposed to visit. He pops up at South Carolina, commits there. Well, guess what? South Carolina also doesn't have a single offensive lineman returning that started last year. And they're all transfer guys, not even draft. So he commits there because they were probably able to offer him an insane amount of money. And that's just that, but that's the name of the game. And Alabama has to realize in 2026, you got to spend the money.
Yeah. And for me, it's kind of a mixed bag, Xavier. It's, we're getting guys to commit, but this is Martin's critique of what needs to be done. Maybe they feel different, but based on what I think they need to get done, I think we're failing. I need to see some dogs coming in the trenches. I need to see some dogs committing in the trenches. And for me, when I committed to Alabama, I looked at their roster and said, okay, they have 2 seniors that are graduating. This guy's hurt. And, so I can go there and play. And if I'm looking at Alabama, I'm concerned that guys aren't running here to commit when they can play at Alabama. I'm talking about, and forget the Crimson, I'm talking about, they know Alabama had the most. If Alabama don't know how to sell this, y'all understand how sponsorship works, right? You understand how advertising dollars are spent, right?
It's spent where the eyes are.
Huh?
It's spent where the eyes are.
Right. Who had the most watched games all year? Highest rated, most Alabama. How are you not selling that? Guys, if you come here, Alabama may not can give you as big a bag as LSU, but what you will get is advertising dollars. If our marketing department and team knows how to do that, I don't know if they do, but for every game this year, whether it's because they love us or hate us, there's not more eyes on games than Alabama, no matter who they're playing.
I don't trust Alabama's marketing team. Did they ever talk about the 100 years Rose Bowl thing? That was an easy layup for them to do a big story on. Didn't do anything. So I don't trust them. So
and then
maybe they don't know how to communicate that.
And then the other part is this. The other part is, if that's not enough, there has to be something that's taken away. Okay? So if you can't get me to come because more eyes, more marketing dollars, blah, 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 the other side of that is I'm not coming because I don't like what you have set up in your coach or your scheme or something. Yeah. And that is a bigger concern for me than anything.
I think that now, if you want to talk about that, I think that does play into it. And let's be real, Alabama's offensive line play has been horrible. You don't get any production out of your defensive line, really. I mean, think about it. Why are we refusing to make changes? And if Coach DeBoer isn't going to make changes, I was already setting myself up because of how young this team is going to be. Even with some of these guys that I thought we were going to potentially land out of the portal. I was going, this team's going to be young, a step back. But if you're not going to make the changes with what you got, it makes me even more concerned.
Yeah.
For what this team could be.
Maybe maybe he's waiting for the portal to close.
Yeah, and that's the problem. What guy out there is what?
That's the issue.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this for a second. With high school, whoever gets the last visit usually closes. Why? Because they don't know whether or not they can compete. They hope they can, and then they get sold a bill of goods. In the transfer portal, it seems to be whoever gets the first visit. Why? Because now they can sit down and go, okay, Pete, wasn't that his name? Pete, whatever from
Peak, Jacarius Peak.
They said, Pete, look at Caden Proctor. They if I'm South Carolina, I take him into film room. Does anybody remember that Caden Proctor could not figure out how to communicate to never step outside and used to get beat inside all the time his first 2 years? Under Saban, especially his first year, he just get beat to the inside. And it's like, dude, you can't let him cross your face. If you lose to the outside. And then you can go back and show him as a freshman, show him as a sophomore, show him as a junior, and go, this guy isn't any better than he was when he stepped on campus.
As the number one offensive lineman in the country.
As technique-wise, forget what the ratings are saying.
No, but that's what I'm saying. This was a guy that's supposed to come in.
This is me selling Pete. And then go back and look and say, look at their guys. Look at even though these guys are in the portal, we wanted them in the portal, man. Because we wanted to make room for you. That's the way you sell that. And so if everybody in America is selling how poor our run game was. And everybody knows, I don't care how much you do it, run game, run defense, winning football. Tell me what everybody in the playoffs could do.
Except for Alabama?
No. The Final Four, yesterday and today.
They can run the ball.
They all had dudes
with authority.
I said,
That's
well.
So no matter how much college football changes, the same thing still wins. Run the ball, stop the run, play well on special teams, and your quarterback not kill you. Good Beck has showed up in these playoffs. That's why Miami will win a national championship if he does it one more time.
Yeah.
Because Good Beck has shown up in the playoffs. And they got a run game. Dude, they take out Fletcher and put in number 6 at the goal line, and that dude, he's just like a little bulldog. Whoa! Just battering ram. Yeah. He's getting in the end zone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How many did y'all see the play where Fletcher was running the ball and all of a sudden all of the offensive linemen was running with him? How many times did you ever see Alabama helping the running back at the end of a run? Never. Because they go sideways. They don't fire off.
Oh, by the way, Alabama actually still might win a member of the 2021 class from Alabama's recruiting class still might win a national championship. James Brockemeyer.
Yep.
So the street wouldn't be a lie.
Yeah, whatever. Not at Alabama, though.
Not at Alabama.
We'll be back on the other side.
Tide 100.9 traffic.
Tuscaloosa traffic now from the Townsend Nissan Traffic Center, TGIF. We're getting off to a nice and quiet start, as we typically do. So taking a look at Skyland Boulevard, you're all good to go from 2059 to 35969. And then we also travel nice and smoothly on McFarland. No problems to report in between the stretch of Watermelon and 43. You're all good to go there as well. With your Tuscaloosa traffic now, Tammy Thomas.
Where they do that at? If you're looking for that ultimate experience in electronic bingo, head to Bama Entertainment. We've expanded at our location. Now with 2 buildings, not just one. Come for our mystery wall cash drawing Monday through Thursday, every 30 minutes. On the weekend, live entertainment or DJ. Ticket drawing for the jackpot wheel spins and cash giveaway. Don't forget about our double jackpot payout up to $5,000. Great atmosphere, outstanding customer service. Where they do that at? Bama Entertainment, where the odds are always in your favor. Take exit 45 off 2059, sponsored by Red.
Whether you're a working professional or an active dad, Gameday Men's Health in Tuscaloosa offers convenient expert back care for all men looking to feel and perform their best. They specialize in testosterone therapy, ED, weight loss therapy, and peptide therapy. Their easy 3-step personalized treatment plan will get you on the right track to feeling and performing better. All you have to do is stop by Gameday Men's Health at 1013th Street East in Tuscaloosa for a free consultation.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon. Hello? You won't believe where I am. Are you running? Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture. And then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Welcome back to the Martin Houston Show, the sound of Bama sports. Your show, your team, on your home for Alabama sports. Tide 100.9 and streaming on the Tide 100.9 app.
Welcome back into the Martin Houston Show. Martin, Xavier, and Simeon. Let's get to the hotline. We're going to get you guys in and out. Appreciate your patience. Alan, you're in with Xavier and Simeon. What's on your mind?
All right, man, I ain't got much this morning. I just want to make sure y'all not picking on Simeon like y'all did yesterday. Simeon don't feel bad because I'm gonna tell you why. Before you got on the show, he picked on Xavier. So hey, I guess it's your turn to get picked on. I got 3 things to say, and I'm gonna hang up. I could have sworn I saw Carson Beck grandkids in the stands yesterday. I may be wrong, but I saw his grandkids in the stands yesterday. The second thing I got to say is the quarterback from Ole Miss is way better than Manning is, but he won't never get that chance because of the name on his back. The third thing I got to say is, do y'all realize how many players that Miami took from the streets from the 80s into the day? I mean, we talking about Edgerrin James, we talking about Ray Lewis, we talk Michael Irvin. Where would them guys be if it weren't for Miami football? Now I'm gonna hang up and let y'all talk.
Go ahead, guys, respond.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alan.
I mean, just looking at Chambliss play, you can tell that he's a cut above. I mean,
he's a first round pick in my eyes.
Ability to scramble, to look down the field, and then throw an absolute dot to whoever. I mean, none of his throws were off target from the ones that I saw. I mean, super impressive.
I think he is a first round draft pick. That dude is extremely talented. I get fighting for another year. I'm going to the pros.
Tell me what undersized quarterback that has been drafted as the number 1 overall is any better than him after 1 year. This guy has played 4 years of football, so he's experienced. This isn't a 1-year fluke wonder, in my opinion. Like these guys,
this is a dude
Mr. Trubisky, and some of these guys that get 1 year of starting, and then they get drafted high.
Well, let's not forget.
I was so hoping they got to play Indiana. I began to pull for that as much as anything, because I wanted to see him go head to head against the Heisman Trophy winner in Indiana.
100%. But I mean, he's got Joe Flacco came out of a lower division. Carson Wentz came out of a lower division. He did it. He won a national championship at a lower division, and then was a late collapse away from playing for a Division 1.
Like him, love him, or hate him, what's the name cost his opportunity to play for a national title. He may win some at LSU, but he would have played for one this year.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin coaching this team, and what's the name not having to have all that chaos. I think they win. I think Lane Kiffin is worth 4 points on your sideline.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right. So, Pat, you're in with Xavier and Simeon. What's on your mind?
Hey, 2 things. DJ Chester is visiting Alabama from LSU, a 6'6", 315-pound offensive lineman, has played nearly 1,000 snaps in college football. And that running back for Miami, he visited Alabama, and Nick Saban said, "You pay the wrong person, you're screwed." And obviously, we paid the wrong running back.
All right, thanks, Pat. Guys, go ahead.
There's just a lot. DJ Chester, I mean, he's a good player. I think he'll be a guard or a center. I think, as long as he's nasty and but LSU couldn't run the ball last year, so I'm not sure he's the one you should be looking at if you're looking to run the ball. But maybe coaching philosophy. I don't know anymore.
There's a concern with offensive linemen, and I get it, but there's still guys that Bama's going after in the portal, whether that be Jimothy Lewis, DJ Chester, Ty Haywood, who was committed to Alabama up under DeBoer, not Saban, DeBoer, just entered the portal. I think there's a lot of guys, and it's about chess pieces and matching, because if you get a guy like Haywood, you have Lloyd, you might be able to bump Carroll back inside. There's a reason you wanted him to play guard to begin with. You know, there's a lot of things that could happen depending on who Alabama lands, and these are guys that Alabama will have on campus in the next few days to week.
Yeah, I want everybody to stop this. If someone can stop this for me. I don't care if a guy's 6'6". Let's look at Indiana. Indiana's offensive line, the tallest guy they have is 6'6". That's the right tackle, but he only weighs 310 pounds. Okay. Then they have 6'5", 311. That's their center. 6'5", 313. That's their left tackle. 6'4", 309. That's their left guard. And their right guard is 6'5", 312. You notice anything about that group?
Same They're like the same person.
It's not even just the same person. They're not huge.
Yeah.
But watch this. Watch this. They also are all, other than the right time, leverage matters, guys. The reason people hated me at fullback was I looked like I was tall, but you couldn't. When you got down there with me, you would beat. So if you tried to get low with me, I had more power. So if you stay high, I had leverage. These linemen, remember, all the defensive linemen have gotten smaller and quicker, and we've gotten bigger
consistently.
Why is Brailsford our best offensive lineman?
6'2", 290, because he could get low and hit you in the mouth.
All right. All right. Todd, you're in with Xavier and Simeon. What's on your mind, sir?
Hey, good morning, guys. Thank you for taking my call. I tell you what, you say that you want to see some dogs, Martin. I want to add one most important ingredient to those dogs, and that's the big heart, not just only for the brokenness in your voice over the last 4 days. I've been listening to the show, man. It just shows your heart, your love, not only for your position, to get better, to examine yourself and do a better job, and accept your role, and then the love of your alma mater, the school. And that's what I want to see. I want to see dogs with a big heart. That 6'6", man, I could care less about that 6'6". I want to know what kind of heart you got, what you're going to do. Are you going to run down the field? Are you going to block? One thing I liked about Russell Williams, guys, was, man, he would pitch that ball out to the running back, man. Oh, what's his name that wouldn't interview? And he would sprint down there and throw his body in there and try to make a block, That's what kind of heart I want to see on this football team this year. And then my last comment is, who is going to be the Bill Belichick, the Andy Reid of college football? I don't think they have as much time to develop these teams as the NFL does. So it is similar to the NFL, but it isn't similar to the NFL in that aspect, because you're almost like a one and done type team, but what we seen last night on the field was a lot of heart, guys. Would you not agree?
100%.
Agree. Both of those teams wanted to be there. Both of those teams played hard, probably played better than, what they are tapped out potential is. And that just shows that when you have a team that's bought into the process, that's what happens.
Yeah. And I always, I listen to the announcers more so not for what they're saying about the game, but their commentary and their analysis. And I have to give Herb Street credit for this. He said, guys, you better stop looking for stars. You better start looking for good teammates, guys who get the concept of team. He said what we watched tonight was two really good teams that have. And then Chris Fowler said, but 5 stars okay. And Kirk says yes if they understand team.
Yeah.
But when you're paying guys just to come out the portal as a 5-star, most of the 5 stars coming out the portal that left somewhere, they're chasing money. Let's be real. They're chasing money and guaranteed playing time, because they're staying 1 year and then they're in the portal. So that's huge. Corey from Dawsonville, Georgia. Hey, first time caller, I think. Corey, welcome into the program. What's on your mind, sir?
I listen to you every morning. It's my favorite show.
Okay. Welcome, man. Glad to have you. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Yeah, just go back to the heart. And I guarantee you there's wide receivers that are waking up sore this morning, because I saw some hits last night that were – those guys, their heads was on a swivel. I mean, how many guys we see go straight to the side? They actually caught the ball. They held on to it. Man, they paid the price.
Number 9, he jumped up. He jumped up, but he got to that sideline and they had to cart him off.
Absolutely.
I mean, it looked I looked at a couple of those plays, Corey, and I said, boy, that was old school. We'd be looking at a stretcher. Because these guys were taking off, but they were putting that shoulder in on them. where they were having the position, but it was some hard hits last night. What else you got, man?
Absolutely. That was it, man. It was a really enjoyable game to watch.
Yeah, I said the exact same thing. Corey, that's the most enjoyable game I've watched in a long time that didn't include Alabama. Period. I'm talking about like I most of the time when I watch other teams, I just kind of watch them casually. But I caught myself last night saying, "Come on, Ole Miss, come!" I mean, I was into that game and I caught myself. I said, "Dog, man, it's been a while since I've seen that type of tenacity and fight in a game."
Yeah,
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was hoping Ole Miss would pull it out.
I was too, man. I was too, and for the SEC, but I was also hoping Chambliss had a chance. So. But hey, Court, man, thank you so much for picking that phone up and calling us, being one of our maniacs. We appreciate you jumping in with us, and roll tide over there in Georgia, man.
Absolutely, roll tide, brother.
Roll tide. Hey, and guys, the last two callers talked about heart, and Jacob Powell's. I'm sorry, someone else said. P. Phil says coaches need heart too. Grubbs does not have that. To me. Everything rises and falls off of leadership. You don't have to become a different personality, but you have to instill fight. And DeBoer has been a competitor at the highest level, and he dominated at every level he's been at, and now he's at the top level of college football. He had heart. Let's see it translate, though. You got to see it translate. What's your guys' thoughts there?
Like I said before, if he gets the opportunity, the fewer former Saban players on this team, I hate to say it, might be better.
Well, that's reality.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That's what, but because once again, like I said the other day, it is easier to get guys to buy in when you've been losing than it is to get guys to buy in when you've been on top.
That's true. I agree. I agree with that totally. Hey guys, let's look at this play. Let's look at this play. I have to do this. I promised I would do it yesterday. Guys, let me describe it for our listening audience. Okay, you come up, shotgun formation, running back to the left of the quarterback. You have 5 offensive linemen at this point. Okay. Indiana has an outside linebacker. They have a defensive lineman lined up in the gap between the guard and tackle. They have a guy head up on the center, and they have a linebacker over the left guard. And then they have 2 guys. There's nobody over the right guard, nobody directly over the right tackle. The linebacker's over him, shaded to his outside, and then the outside linebacker. And when I start to play, they bring in another guy. So now Alabama has 7 guys to block 6. First of all, why the defensive nose guard shifts to the left side of the center? Why you would not audible to a run immediately? Look at that. You call Leo, where you call Jayden Roberts to combo with the guard in the center. Him in the center up to 46, and the defensive lineman 71 gets the down lineman, and Proctor goes out and gets this guy. But if you want to run the pass play, that's fine. Just still call that guy over. Why would you? The tight end is helping block. He's a blocker first. If nobody comes, then he releases. So look at it. Watch this. Just pull Roberts, call a Leo. Roberts come over, and Roberts picks up this guy. If Robert picks up that guy, now the running back gets a free release. Run an angle play to the running back where he comes to the middle of the field. And then if you don't want to run the angle with the running back, you now just send the tight end to the middle of the field. Boom. Look at the middle of that field, guys. There's no way that linebacker can cover 81 unless he covers himself. And watch what he does. Runs right to him. Reaction. I mean, you have to.
But once again, what is he?
Be able to audible. You have to be able. Remember, the coach sees this, guys. Grubb is in his helmet, and he sees this. How do you not audible to a run right to behind Jaden Roberts?
It's simple. One, you should audible it to a run based off of the alignment. But two, where are all the routes? You got the tight end that curls up short, but he curls up right in front of the linebacker. Everything else is 15 yards downfield. They bail. They blitz and bail. I mean, Grubb's just not good.
For those of you who are listening online, there's a guy to the left of the center, and the next defender to the right is outside of the tackle. And when the tight end comes, he's head up on the tackle. So they have not one defender between the right shoulder of the center all the way to the tight end, and we throw a pass. Who y'all got tonight, man?
I'm sticking with Oregon.
Star running back is out with an injury. So
you gonna flip
number
on
0.
the team?
No, I'm sticking with Oregon. Go Ducks.
Oh man, I'm sticking with the
Ducks.
I'm sticking with Oregon as well, and I'm pulling for Miami to win it all.
Yeah,
so
anybody but Indiana.
Yeah.
Get the Big Ten out of here.
That's right. We need somebody other than the Big Ten to win, because the argument's already been settled that the SEC is at least the number 2 thing, and I'm going to talk about that next week, guys. I think some of those the record is not fair, because the SEC's 7th ranked team was playing the 1st or 2nd ranked team in other conferences. So, and we gave ourselves like 2 or 3 losses. All right. Hey, I'm Martin Houston. That's Xavier Houston. That's Simeon Houston. This is the Martin Houston Show with Martin and Xavier. We'll be back on Monday, same bat time, same bat channel. And remember, don't forget to like, follow, and share the Martin Houston Show with Martin and Xavier and Simeon, as well as the Houston Huddle. Roll Tide, everybody.
Let's celebrate. Thank you for listening to the Martin Houston Show on your home for Alabama sports. Tide 100.9 and streaming on the Tide 100.9 app.